Great, felt great. Yeah, a little winded, but other than that, I felt good.
How did your knee come off of that game?
Pretty good, pretty good. A little sore, but nothing to be, we were expecting it, so felt pretty good.
What how difficult was that 2 month process for you?
Yeah, that was tough. I got to give all the credit to the training staff, man. They I've never physically pushed myself as hard as I did these 2 months to get back, and they helped me. They didn't let me push it too hard, too fast, and they did a great job with me. Steve, Gio, Al, all those guys, Kevin. Just made sure I was healthy, and then wouldn't let me come back too early. But yeah, they did an amazing job with me.
What was the injury? MCL, PCL?
Just some stuff going on in there, couple tears here and there, but other than that, little TLC took care of it.
Did you ever get to the point where you were concerned you might have to have surgery, or did you always think you'd just be able to do it?
Yeah, they're still concerned. We'll see what happens after the season, but yeah, we were just we had options, and we took this option is the best path. So.
What kept you going? I mean, obviously, I know you want to get back, but probably it's a long way. What kept you motivated?
I just being here every day, being with the guys. I just don't want to let those guys down. I know, I can bring a lot of energy to the game, and you see those guys out there just like Donovan, everyone, PG, those guys are just burning themselves out. I just want to be that extra body out there, give them a little break, and really go out there and just play hard. We were playing well, and there were some games where I might have been able to do some things that really what kept me going.
Do you know how you did it?
Yeah, just kind of playing right before Houston, and after I was playing, I was like, man, my knee's sore, and all this stuff, and it's just how it came down.
What stood out about the Celtics, your first time going against them in this series, and how did you play into the matchup?
They've been through, their experiences, off the charts. They've been through this, multiple times, and they got a lot of veteran guys. Al Horford, big vet guy. They got a lot of dynamic scorers. Very talented team. Defensively, they throw a lot of different things at you, different coverages, and the way they adjust and make plays is impressive. That was definitely the biggest thing that stood out to me the first game.
Defensively, you started, the plan of slowing Tatum in the past. What seems to do that? Do you feel like you guys have done well on defense? You need to do better than that?
I think the biggest thing is team defense. It's basketball. People are going to make mistakes. People are going to get beat. But you just got to have the backside help. You just got to help the helper. So I think the biggest thing is no one person really is going to stop it. It takes everyone, on any player. And so, especially Tatum, he's very talented. So, if he gets by that first line, there's got to be a second, third line. And I think there's a couple times last game where I made a mistake. It wasn't. I wasn't helping on the second line, and that cost us a few points here and there. But overall, I think the biggest thing is just to have help defense, second, third line.
Dean, it's easy to say just stop their run, right? When you watch, especially game one and game three, is there something that you can see on film where you say, okay, this is what we do to stop that run? Just because that just seems to be what they do. They hit you hard and fast.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with our shot. Our shots. We take bad shots. They get out in transition. They kind of get a little momentum going. We got to limit our bad shots and turnovers. And then I think offensively for them, when they get offensive rebound, kick out threes, that's when they're at their best. And so I think the biggest thing is to limit them one shot every possession.
At what point did you feel like coming back this year was realistic?
Probably second week, maybe a week before the playoffs, because I was like, man, I think I can make it back. We were playing well at the time, so I was like, I think, if we can get past this first round, I can make it back and be able to contribute a little bit to the team, for sure. So.
What is it about this series matchup where you feel like, you fit in so well, and how comfortable are you playing the five?
The five, I'm pretty comfortable with it. I think every position on the court, especially right now, the way we're playing is it doesn't really matter. Just kind of who's guarding who and the matchups and everything. But Yeah, the 5 was a little, is what it is. You just got to box out, be physical as you can. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. And what was the first question again?
This series.
Oh yeah, I just think I bring a little length and some more outside shooting. And, I think that kind of their biggest thing is they like to keep the 5 in the paint at all times. So if you can have a bunch of shooters out there, kind of spreads them out a little bit, gives DG and Don, Karras, all those guys a little more room to attack. And so my biggest thing was just to give them space. I didn't know how many times I was going to touch the ball or what was going to go on, but I knew if I was out there, I could at least be a semi-threat. So.
What was it?
Last question.
What was it like taking that first shot and making it here in the crowd? Was crazy?
That was crazy. It was crazy. I've never got a standing ovation before. That was kind of cool. Yeah, no, it was crazy. I didn't, when he threw it back, it was just basketball again. I just kind of stepped into it, shot it. I thought I'd left it short, and luckily it went in. And yeah, the place was going crazy.